Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. Get out! That's the topic of this video. Before I jump into it, if you go on over, click subscribe, comment, like, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm over here at, I love this website, Not the Bee. It's actually it's the serious version of the Babylon Bee, which I think the Babylon Bee blows the onion out of the water. It's just a fantastic satire website, absolutely hilarious. Pictures are funny, articles are funny. Well, Not the Bee is, it's actually real news, it's not fake news. And so this article is about the Disney Star Wars hotel that's going to be launching this week. And it sounds like an awkwardly expensive way to spend 45 claustrophobic hours. And here's Luke. He's trying to get himself out of the out of being crushed out of the trash compactor, and you got Disney here, and they're just shoving him in there, and he's like, "No, get me out of here!" I mean, if okay, so we got, if any one of us had to cook up a dream vacation in our heads, dropping a couple mortgage payments, seriously, remember it's $6 grand, $6 grand for 48 hours. I need to break down. I'm not real good at math. I need to break down what's $6 grand. What's 6,000 divided by 48? Somebody do that math and put it in the comments, because that's what you're paying. I don't even know how you could even relax with that. I'd be thinking in my head, okay, every second it's like, $2, $3, $5, $6. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to get into it. A couple mortgage payments on awkward, forced, extended cosplay Star Wars fantasy experience might not rank near the top of the list. Seriously. Or even at the bottom of the list. It probably won't rank at all. But Disney went ahead and built one anyway. Of course they did. And the early reviews for this weird attraction, well said, like this one at Polygon, are mostly positive. Yeah, okay. They're mostly positive because somebody's getting some under the table perks, that's for sure. Disney's new Star Wars hotel experience, called Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, is a spectacle that's almost overpowering in motion. The media giant has spent nearly 7 years developing the immersive Star Wars experience, investing millions of dollars into a new facility, novel technologies, and intensive training for its staff. Yet still, the whole thing sounds, well, kind of really unpleasant. Participants in this 2-day-long attraction get to run around the fictional Halcyon space cruiser, interact with actors playing Star Wars characters, eat Star Wars themed meals. That'll be interesting what the names of those are. And drink, what are they going to have? Like Yoda chicken wings? They're going to have Jabba the Hutt, like Jabba the Hutt barbecue sauce. Are they going to have, Luke Skywalker milk? Like, what are they going to do about that? And drink Star Wars themed cocktails, probably from a concentrate, and participate in various missions, side games, and other tailored events. The reviewer describes the experience as one of the moments of profoundly intimate, immersive theater, with marvelous theater and an authentic Star Wars experience. But those narrative triumphs make the facility's flaws stand out all the more. It's far more perfect, I found, that the facility itself feels tiny at times, verging on claustrophobic. The price point, roughly $5 grand for a family of 4 for a 2-night stay, puts it well out of reach for many American households. The Halcyon's interior scale just doesn't match up to the grand ship shown in marketing materials. I already told you guys that in previous videos, that the concept art is not what it actually looks like. And a lot of people think the concept art is a picture. It's not. It's what an artist represents. It's artistic representation of what they want it to look like, but it does not. I expected the atrium to be taller, the banquet hall to be wider, the cantina, home to the ship's bar and its singular holographic sabacc table, is at most half the size of Oga's cantina in Galaxy's Edge. Liminal spaces like hallways and stairwells feel particularly sterile, like wandering around a suburban junior high school built in the mid-70s. The staterooms are almost entirely too small, falling somewhere, man, these ads are killing me, somewhere in between the narrow cabins of a Disney cruise ship and a basic hotel room in a Disney World Resort hotel. Yeah, that's kind of what I got to, because I've stayed at the Polynesian Resort, which was really cool back in the late 90s, but I went back there about 6 years ago, and they literally hadn't changed even one thing. Not even one thing. And the whole experience seemed kind of stale, which is too bad. I was hoping they would have updated it, but there was very little things you could interact with in the rooms, which is too bad. Well, if you're going to drop $5 grand on intimate immersive theater, you might as well do it in a room that's entirely too small. All right? Am I right? I mean, seriously, instead of the generic sci-fi spaceship theme, they could have actually given people the literal trash compactor from episode 4 and would have been 1,000 times better. That would have been hilarious, right? Have like a Muppet come up from the ground, which is like one of those creatures. Better yet, they could hire someone who loves the lore and charge 10 grand for an experience where you get to serve on a Star Destroyer as a secret Sith apprentice being trained by Vader, or in a Jedi temple as a Padawan who must help stop the rising Sith threat. People would line up for miles. Instead, they're going all in on the train wreck of episodes 7 through 9 and doubling down for more of the same Canto Bite horror show. The New York Times, meanwhile, describes a hotel that's just trying really, really too hard. Should you desire a beverage from your home world, please ask. The drink menus inside the ship's sublight lounge read, in-room hair dryers are labeled thermal blowers. Place settings at dinner include giant pairs of tweezers called galactic grabbers. Press a button in your cabin and a logistics droid D309 appears in a video screen to have a conversation with the dialogue changing depending on your responses. Galactic grabbers? Why would there be anything in the Star Wars universe named a galactic grabber? And did we really need to add thermal blower? That's kind of weird. Are we supposed to believe that the civilization that figured out hyperspace travel wouldn't be able to figure out a better name for a hair dryer than thermal blower? That's pretty funny. Chewie right there getting a blow dryer. This is the problem with Disney's approach to Star Wars. It has taken a beloved franchise known for its artistic integrity and its relative sincerity and turned it into just another stupid intellectual property marketing edge. Instead of grand narrative of good versus evil, where one learns the mysteries of the Force and perhaps succumbs to the power of the dark side, you get the weirdly off-key Disney-fied theme ride. That's not to say Star Wars wasn't commercialized before, just that it wasn't the kind of marketing in which you might pay literally thousands of dollars to stay in a cramped hotel room and dry your hair with a thermal blower. Excuse me, honey, I need to use the thermal blower. While ordering beverages from your home world. Hey, could I get one of those home world beverages for $35.95? And without any of the classic characters or design motifs to boot. The old movies will always reign supreme. Yes, they will. But it's time to admit that Disney has officially ruined Star Wars, and there's nothing we can do about it. Sadly, I'm going to have to agree. I don't believe there's any redeeming it. I think that it has been, I guess it's kind of hard to say that Star Wars has been overly commercialized, because it's always been commercialized. I mean, the entire movie Spaceballs is basically making fun of Star Wars and the ridiculousness of it and the commercialization of it, and just the George Lucas merchandising every little bit of it. I don't have any problem with people merchandising things, but when it gets to the point where the movie is created to merchandise things, not merchandise is created to kind of like have fun with a great film, uh, that's kind of when you run into problems, and that's what Disney's done. And I don't see any redemption in it. So right now we're all in the trash compactor. So if you love the episodes 4, 5, and 6, and it's just the walls are closing in right now, and we're just like 3PO, stop it, stop it. But anyway, let me know. What do you think? Are you gonna pay $6,000 for 2 days for this thing? Do you think it's actually gonna be amazing? On a scale of 1 to 10, how many glasses of blue milk would you rate this thing? 1 glass of blue milk, or would you rate it 10 glasses of blue milk? Comment in the comment section. Let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.